Hope you're good. Hey, what is up? It's good to be back. It's good to be here pretending that you're all inside this little camera here. So, am I messing up focus?
Okay, for real this time. I'm live again, and hopefully plagued by less issues. We'll see. The restart. We'll hopefully we'll do something, but I guess we shall fucking see, huh? We're not unhappy about most things. Looks like. Okay. All right. Oh. You ever get a cramp in like the outside part of your foot, but not like the toes? I had one of those start just now. That was a little rough. Okay. All right, let's see if the problems persist. Definitely don't need my desk light. Okay. Let's find out how big of an issue this is. But not liking the multiple crashes thing. That's not making me happy. We shall see though. All right. Yep. All right. Don't worry about the power slug. It's gonna live right there. It'll be fine. Get out of the area. So that it's not loading that in immediately, because that was the problem, or like seemed to be the problem. So we'll do a quick save here. Yep. Gang. Thank you for playing. Have a good day. Disgusting. Hate. Big hate. Big hate. And it was the train that we were on the way back to our base that caused the crash last time. This last iteration. So we'll see what all is going on. We were fine before. We were fine as long as we were in like a static area. So that's never really happened that much. Or that's not really happened that much, I should say. We shall see. Ah. All right. Back to the base. All right. Not loving that so far. A little stutter there. We didn't drop any frames, so it wasn't the streaming. And it wasn't anything else. I don't think. I don't have any other background processes really that, apart from like I have Spotify open for background music, OBS, and Satisfactory. I also have a stream monitor, but like apart from that, nothing else really. And we made it further than we did last time, so we are hopefully better off. Question marks. All right, slow down here. Hold the brakes. We'll ignore my quick and dirty solution for getting here. Having the train have power, which was just literally dragging a train track up. And yeah, we'll get through in here and we'll do a couple things really fast. I dropped off a bunch of things to get the modular engines going, or at least wrapped up. Which they should be close to, if not all the way wrapped up. 56. We're off by 1. You're kidding me. Motor. We're missing 1 motor. All right, we got the patience, the time for 1 motor to get put into this thing. That's super frustrating. Off by 1. I wonder if I change some of the illumination settings, the lumen settings, if that'll yield a different result. Probably result in less crashes, right? Right? All right. Let's see. All right. Do your thing. Come on. Mercer sphere and power cell. That as well. Bam. 1. Right now we have 57. So we can finish up at least. I need 59. I don't know why I thought 57 was the number. Sure wasn't. Anyways, we can at least get close to finishing the space elevator part. So we need 2 more. But in the meantime, here's the facade of what now is our starter base. Need to throw a lot more light in there and to give it some more illumination, but overall, this is the general thought and design. Is that I wanted like an open air atrium type of section here so that I can pull these machines quickly and just hop on in. Got some windows down to look into the rest of the factory floor to the storage. Then I also have the blueprint maker right here. Put in some stairs. Kind of covered this last time on stream, I think. And yeah, just some very simple, very easy stuff to set up. All right, and this can be made into this, but I need fluctuators. All right, well, bummer. Do I have any in boxes anywhere? Do I have any sulfur anywhere? That's a big thing. No. Okay. Make 10 of these real fast so I can make at least a industrial beam storage. I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more Mark IV belts than I'm going to need Mark III. Even though a lot of my blueprints are currently set up for the highest tier, which is Mark III that I had available to me. But now that I don't have to worry about that and contend with that super much anymore, that is less of a problem. Sulfur. Because I need to make some more Nobelisk. Sulfur was over here, if I'm remembering correctly, or like right around that area. Oh, let's not even that far. Okay, let's grab some. we'll grab some coal as well, and we'll make some sulfur, some nobilis, so we can get into that underground tunnel and see, theoretically, if the game crashes there again. Hopefully not, but if it does, at least we know where to, I guess, avoid, really. All right. Hey, buddy. Hey. What you doing out here by yourself? Just hanging out? Yeah? Okay. Cool. The fart lagoon over here. No, thank you. I'm good. So good. Can't even begin to describe to you how good I am. Ow. Thank you. Hey, Gary. What you up to? Oh, this is gonna go slow. All right. I have a tool for this. This is the tool. Ow. Hi. Hello. You don't want the smoke, my guy. You good? Ow. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Buddy. Stop it. You're just gonna hurt yourself. It's not worth it. Well, more, I guess specifically, I'll hurt you. Come on. Good night. Tried to warn him. I tried to tell him. Alright, let's make some alien DNA, or hog protein, and stinger protein, and other animal protein. So 10 ultimately. And while I'm waiting on the boys to finish cooking over there, get some of the nuts out of my inventory, as well as the other pieces that I don't really particularly care about. I don't care super much about the bodies of the fallen, where they were idiots when they died, and they were idiots in my inventory when they were a problem, or caused me a problem, I should say. Now I have another 8 to throw into the cloud, but if I need later, I can pull them out. All right, that should be probably more than enough. I did not maybe need to drop 14 of these, but I sure did, and here we are. Okay, Gary, what you up to? Okay. Off we go. Oh, back to our very humble and early beginnings. Oh, sweet memory. Back when I didn't have VOD save, so that we have no footage of this. Just suddenly factory buildings ish. Yep. All right. I actually do need to run and grab some coal first. How much we got? We got 4 stacks? 6 stacks. Just kidding. About to do something really dodgy. That's okay. I can at least grab from the steel factory that is obsolete now, or mostly obsolete now. And that won't be such a problem. Whee! There's a hole right there. Have we explored in there? I don't think we have. That's 1. That's 2. 2. 3. 4. 4. 4. 4. 5. 6. Yay! We counted everybody. Nice job. Proud of you. Gunpowder? Welcome. Where make gunpowder? Gunpowder in equipment building? Why? Why gunpowder in equipment building? Oh, is it equipment? It is. It's an equipment and assemblers. That's what it was. Yeah. Awful. Shouldn't be there. Should be on the crafting bench. But that's my opinion. And for what do I know? Alright. So, yeah. There we go. Should be able to do a fair amount of damage with that, yeah? With 70? I feel like I should be able to. Be able to do, at least do something. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna need to keep that many pieces of what would ostensibly end up as black powder, but I'm gonna, and that's gonna be how it is. So fun? Question marks. Yep. And we can run through in here and find out what the hell is in this hole. I'm willing to bet there's a bunch of nonsense. Lighting is behaving strangely. Interesting. I'm gonna go right first. What harm? Summer Sloop? Hello. Hi.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Also, hey, how's it going? Ah. Am I stupid? Thank you for the follow, Casper. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Am I dumb? Am I a dummy? I don't think so. That should work. Hello, buddy. Come with me. We're going to a safer place. Nobody tell him. It'll be fine. It's fine. I don't need you here. No, I said I don't need you. Thank you. Yay. Was this just a cave to the outside of the world? I am so mad. I'm gonna blow up a beehive. I'm gonna blow up 2 of them because I'm that mad. Stop. Stop it. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's fine. It's fine. Let it happen. Thank you. Goodness. Group. Okay, back in the cave. Back in my cave. That was the side entrance that I just took, the little side diversion. So let's see what was in the main path then. Did I actually delete that foundation? I did, right? Yeah. Okay. I did. I forget from time to time what I was doing. I don't have ADHD. You do. Never once. Never once in my life have I ever stood and been accused of such a thing. Mostly I've been sitting. What in the hell is this? Whoa, wow. That's pretty. We got even more cave to explore. Looking at power slugs. So, okay. I'm about to have to carpet bomb this place, huh? Yup, I'm about to have to carpet bomb this fucking place. All right. This is why we can't have nice things. Let me be. I'll be fine. I just want the slug. I don't want y'all. I just want the slug. Aye. Thank you. Is that a SAM node? I think that's a SAM node there. Huh? Yep, there is. What kind? What is your quality, my friend? Normal. That's cool. The quartz nodes should be like right around here as well, and then I think there's another impure one here or something like that. Something. All right. I am reluctant to touch the ground, knowing what it might contain, which that I'm not reluctant touching the ground about. So let's do this. Production. You are gonna go this way. Yes. You should have a friend around here somewhere. Guess not. Oh, okie dokers. Just playing George of the Jungle over here, or Jane of the Jungle. Let me up. Let me up. Son of a bitch. Ow. All right. You're going to hear a lot of screaming here in a second. I'm sorry in advance for that. It's going to be a thing. Because I know that there's a bunch of nonsense over here that I don't want to deal with. All right. Give to me. You'll go this way. All right. Is there another power slug over here? There is. There's more power slug. Give. Come with me. We're getting the whole band back together. Why are you... Really? Oh, good. They're good. Okay. All right. You're there? All right, friend. Come here. Come here. Come on. All right. Yeah. Yep. All right. There we go. That is what? 5 blue power slugs? 4. Okay. I had a yellow one that I uploaded earlier. Okay. Let's see. All right. I got my little emergency inhaler when it gets too scary and I can't breathe. What kind of nonsense is down in the purple power slug? This is going to be having some big nonsense. Big nonsense time. Low. Up. Big nonsense time. Low. Up. Any more big nonsense? Yep, sure is. You. And of course, a bunch of little baby spiders as well. Stop it. I don't want to fight you. Like, I really, really don't. I don't want to deal with you. Is more the thing. I really don't. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Stop it. No. No, thank you. Gang. Gang. Awful. I'm fucking left, right, and center swinging. I don't give a shit. I'm just swinging. Fuck you and your brothers. Stupid friends. Are we done? We good? Anybody else want to smoke? Anybody else want to fucking fight? I really hate spiders in this game. I really hate spiders in this game. Okay. You. I was looking directly at you and I still didn't recognize it. Go away. That's some weird lighting artifacts. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire in the hole. Hey. Okay. Thank God there's no collision on those. Holy shit. Oh, we still got more? Okay. Yeah. I got you. I do see outside world though. Just hurling a bunch of Nobelisk into a hole without actually really being able to see that there was one on the ground the entire time. Again, thank God there's no collision on those. Be miserable time if I got like taken out by a bunch of rocks. That'd be awful. Okay. How we looking? We looking better? Yeah, there's the spiders I remember before we had the all the other crashes that we had. Seriously, it was like 7 back to 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 back. I'm not afraid to clear cut this area, gang. Like, I am not at all afraid of you. Especially now that I can see you in the daylight. Like, y'all don't want to play this game with me. I tell you, you do not want to play this game with me. Thank you very much for playing. Have a great fucking day and fuck you too. Hate spiders. Hate spiders. Burning passion. All right, but we didn't crash, so that's good. All right. I remember there be. Come on. We good? We done? I don't start these fights, but I sure do end them. All right. I remember there being 3 quartz nodes in here. That's a cool thing to see. I remember the 1. And then there's 2 pure ones. Are those further up in the cave system? Did I miss them? Am I stupid? I may be stupid. Let's see. Really? Where? Oh wow, that went far, that ping. I don't think I actually went down one of these side entrances. Maybe that's why I didn't see it. This one I went down. That's a quartz node there, and that's the normal. This is a Sam, and that's normal. That's the one I didn't go down. Right. Yeah, because Dingus and Dongus are over there, and they're a bunch of pain in the butt. There's a... I just straight up missed them. They're right there. Okay. Well, don't I feel so? This. Ow! 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 Y'all come over here. Like, come over here, please. I have a gift to share. Happy birthday. Okay, you're right. You all wanted birthday presents. I am so sorry. You. Fuck you in particular. Brady. My home. Okay. That's the pier node. What in the hell is down this hole? Is a question. Also, purple power slug. Yay! I probably shouldn't be doing inventory things as I'm running blindly into a cave, right? That makes sense to me. Oh, hello. Hey, what? Stop. Goodbye. All of you. Goodbye. Hate all of... Why? Stop. You might be asking yourself, using Noblisk, is that too much for spider? No. I would use nuclear Noblisk if it wouldn't blow me up, and two, I could afford it. But since I can do neither of those things, it has to be regular Noblisk right now. Mercer Sphere. I really don't have the patience at all to deal with this right now. So I'm not going to. Gang, we talked about this. I tried to talk to you about this. But since we weren't having conversation... Stop. Stop it. We done? Are we done? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Hate the spiders in this game. Hate the spiders. I see you. You're not slick. You can have your 1 point of damage on me and I'll get the rest of yours. The only point of damage that matters is the last one. The only point of health that matters is the last one. Why is the lighting doing that? That's so strange. Oh, wow. Hey, hi, buddy. All right, I'm happy to report a Mercer Sphere and 2 blue power slugs have been collected safely. Got 24 stinger remains. Boy, howdy, does that feel good. From the depths of hell, they are no longer a challenge to me. All right, new challenge. How to get power in there in a way that makes sense. Got an idea. Hey, yato. I don't know that one. I've never played Kingdom Hearts, actually. I am unfortunately not experienced enough to comment, but I believe it. Is that a power slug right here? It is. Boop and boop. Yeah, I would be super down with that. There's a couple of titles that I would like to play. I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy titles either, so that would be another one that would make the list, the roster, as it were. Other options I think include, like, I like retro games a lot. Retro in that I like the games that I grew up with. So I would go back and play like the entirety of the Master Chief collection. Or I'd go back and play like all of the Devil May Cry series or all of the Hitman series. Because I grew up playing Hitman 2 and like not the current Hitman 2, the 05 Hitman 2. Because that was my jam. That was the games that I had access to in PlayStation 2. Ratchet and Clank would be a fun title to go back and revisit too, for that matter. I bet there's a hard drive over here somewhere, but I do not have... Oh no. There's a yellow power slug though. Hey! I know. You're right. Oh, key dokers. Horrifying. Brady. Oh! Mahomes. Yeah? Yeah? How about you stay the hell over there? Touchdown. I'm proud of that one. That was extraordinarily cursed. I hated every inch of that, except that it was funny. Okay. More? We go for more? Anything else up here? What else we got up here? Any other goodies? That's a power slug over there. This is a limestone node? Yep, sure is. You're a limestone node too at that. Engage aerial combat mode. Aerial combat mode, success. We're taking a couple hits of damage. That's okay. I can live with that. I won the battle, and I will win the war. A couple little nicks and scrapes is not going to kill me. Well, at least I don't think. I don't know. That touchdown might be a clip of some kind if we're still within range for it. Otherwise, if you can write down the timestamp roughly, that would be lovely. Hard drive. Hey, thank you. Oh boy. Whee. Woo. Whee. Hey everybody. What are we doing? Oh, it. Boy, stay away. Ow, ow. If I put them all around it, does that mean that I have a better chance of blowing it up? I do, right? Like, oh yeah, I gotta stick one to the hard drive. Make sure that gets exploded too. Oh, okay. That's where you went, you bastard. Yeah, run away. That's fine. You forgot that. What? What happened? What happened? Did I stick it on its face and it spat some radioactive nonsense and blew up the Nautilus? Is that what happened? Horrible. Horrible. Oh, the humanity. There's none. 100 megawatts. Got you. 100 megawatts. Coming right up. 100 megawatts ain't nothing to me. I watched the 1.1 state of the experimental video that Mikhail from Coffee Stain put up on the Satisfactory YouTube page, and I really envy having I'm envious of controller players having the ability to do auto leaf pickup, because having to manually press E every time to collect leaves is not my favorite of things. And it's honestly a little gaming racist, if I had to be like super honest with you. Thank you for the memes, Tommy Tallarico. You incredible idiot. All right, so if I put one of these at 60 and one of these at 45, that should be like enough, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What? Ah, no, why? Why? Thank you. Yeah. I did it. All right. Don't mind me just, you know, clear cutting the land with Nobelisk. All right, well, now that we've established our dominance over the local wildlife and the terrain, it is maybe time for taking a quick break. I'm gonna go run and take care of my body because it's being a big silly and has needs, which is very silly. So I'll go address those here in a sec. Duh, don't you dare. I'll go address those here in a second, and then after grabbing this yellow power slug here, I will continue to devastate the local wildlife. Brady. Nope. Mahomes. Ow. Brady. Nope. Mahomes. What? Nope. All right. Yep. You're right. Thank you. I think I won. I think I won the war. No. Judas. I need you to hold this. Thank you. Goodbye. Ow. Hey, buddy. Come on. You're safe now. You're going to be fine with me. Promise you. Gonna be fine. Don't anybody tell him about the summer soup thing. It doesn't need to happen. Doesn't need to be explained. All right. Mercer's here? Mercer's. Not enough space for Mercer. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, let me get back to this space here, and I'll leave y'all with a nice visual for a few minutes, and then I will be right back after these Major League Gaming messages. They're not actually. But I'm quite proud of this build. We'll turn around here in a second, go back and grab that silica, get some power to it, and then bring it in here to this factory, do the rest of the belt work, make sure that everything is all set up. And then we'll get the circuit boards set up so that we have some nice production of 75 circuit boards per minute, which I think should be pretty solid, honestly. Yeah. All right, and set the start point. I'll do. That's gonna go straight through the building. Actually, you know what? We'll do this, and then we'll go double check these productions are still going well. I don't have the quartz observers on them now. Yeah, endpoint. Say 22 seconds. We'll do expo in and out. Should be a nice kind of peaceful, slow panning shot. That's going to rotate just a little bit and give us some visual interest, and we'll have, you know, some moving and grooving happening on the screen. We'll have some nice little overview of what the copper sheet production looks like, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick aside here for a moment. I will be right back. Don't you go anywhere. I will be back here in the next couple minutes. Thanks very much. Thanks for hanging out. Great Fox Gaming, I appreciate you. I'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back and have not suffered another crash. Thank the gods. So, where to next is a question. I don't want camera mode. I want tractor. Because we need to figure out a way to get power into the tunnel so that we can hopefully oh right hopefully despawn the bugs and not have to deal with those again, and then I can set up a truck station in there and get her all going. No, don't load cargo. I want you to load fuel. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well. Hey, Gary. I'm gonna have to redo that truck path. There's some problems with it. Anyways, probably shouldn't have tried to drive it because it was a little sabotagey a little bit, so. Change the camera mode because that thing is always funky to me. So while I was taking care of my body, I caught a glimpse of what Kibitz has been working on for his new power production, and it looks wild. I just saw the exterior of it. I haven't seen anything else about it except for that, and that he was working on it, and it looks genuinely incredible. And I wish that I had like 1/5 of his ability to craft things and to like make structures. But I will get there. It will take time. I will get there. I did have direct inspiration to create a replica-ish, like an inspired thing for the heavy modular frame to make the facade and the inside of it look like the Osaka Air Terminal, the Osaka Air Open Air Train Terminal, because that's like a very brutalist structure with a lot of really beautiful and incredible detail on the inside of it. And I really like the idea, and it's just gonna be a matter of like iterating and seeing if I can make it in a way that is clean. I'm like running over all these rocks. I gotta wonder if tractors or trucks would be any better with this. Probably significantly so, right? Or do I have to pave this? I don't want to have to pave this. Probably going to have to. That's unfortunate. Yep. Okay. Can I blow up these rocks? Yes. Good. Okay. Am I out of already? Really? Interesting. Well, time to make some more bombs. Time to make some more bombs so make things go explodey. I did, you're right. I did go on a bit of a rampage trying to blow up all the spiders. Because I don't want to deal with them. They're awful. It's awful having to deal with the spiders, 1, and 2, it's awful having to deal with all the other garbage that I have as well. Thank you. All right. Pull up the numbers that I needed for this because I'm pretty sure I needed 480 for silica. Hold, please. Bear with me a moment. 360. Okay. So that was like 2.5 pure nodes roughly. But, yeah, okay. Let me blow up some of these things here. These obstacles or impediments we've got here. Is this the normal node? This is the normal node. And I'm certain I got distracted by this exact problem here. Huh. Stop it. Come on. Keep trying to warn them. Keep trying to tell them they shouldn't do it, that it's bad for their health. And they're just like, I'd rather not. All right. Okay. And I'm going to do power tower. Makes the most sense to me as far as power transmission goes. Just because I know I'm going to have to deal with a bunch of stuff. And honestly, it wouldn't be the worst of things to have the power transmission through the ground. Just kind of hidden. Because I don't think I'm ever going to really come down here again. So much as like, it would just be nice to kind of not have to deal with it. So let's set up some of the logistics here before we really abandon ship and head out. Also, the follow-up question that I have is which is the faster route? Because this goes over to here and this goes over to here. And I'm thinking that this over to here and then down to here is a faster route than this over to here and then back all the way the hell back that way overall. So I only need 360 per minute, so I'm gonna just overclock or underclock one of these. Or I could just let it be. Just get 2 pure nodes at the same point. Which honestly is probably the better play, if I'm being super for real about it. Given that I know I'm gonna want to make crystal oscillators as well, I feel like that's probably not a bad play overall. Right? Like that makes sense to me? Question marks? All right. And wow. Didn't realize the ground was that far down. Huh. Okay. Heck yeah. Let's what do we take to get a truck? Can we actually make a truck? No way. Really? Okay. Cool. I would rather a truck than a tractor. Truck has way more fuel, way more way more throughput, and then I think takes more power, generally speaking, takes more like fuel, but it's kind of worth the trade-off because of how much more like you're bringing through per iteration. And like if I already have fuel taken care of on the other end of the thing, like that's less of a problem for me to deal with and more of a just I have to wait for the thing to kind of balance itself out. Did I miss another power slug? Interesting. There's 2 in here to grab still, looks like. All right. Well, let's get to it. All right, so I know I can build a truck currently. I'm subject to change, of course. All right, And then this guy is gonna go. I think right about there. You and you are gonna get rotated. So that I can do organization and do this there. And then have production here. Go there. And then turn it around here. And there. Oh. You here. You here. There. There and there. And then, because I know I can do this and get away with it, do this and this. All right, and let's do power now. Yay, power, how fun. But do you see what I mean by like doing this in particular? No. It makes sense to me to kind of do it this way, because I can still navigate around it, and I can kind of put these where there are obtrusions and or like close to the wall and still get a hold of the power line. And then have less power poles just kind of dotting the surface and just more, I don't know, utility of the space. It makes sense to my brain. So even if it's only me that it makes sense to, then so be it. But, you know, a lot of things only make sense to me. That's okay. Baran. All right. The only other unfortunate thing is that I won't be able to do the zip line there. So 360. We're aiming for, what is that? 22.5, making 600 silica per minute, which is kind of silly, honestly, but very within the realm of possibility for me, at least for what we have available to us. So let's go back, because we should have power now, right? Fair enough. Very unhappy power. It's not the most unhappy it could be, but it's definitely not the happiest it could be. Probably not with the copper thing going with those refineries, and also with the constructors and the awesome sinks. Not to mention the miners, and then these miners all probably kicked on too, since we have a power grid now. So that's fun. While I'm thinking about it, I should just go through here and do... Actually, what I should do while I'm thinking about it is come through here, reorganize this. I need this still. My chainsaw in here? Yes, good, thank you. I will take wood. Oh. I don't have any biofuel. That's the only other thing I can think of for doing this, is because this is all mycelia. This will be super helpful to have. I just realized I'm holding a hard drive. Biggity. Yeah, I just realized I'm holding a hard drive, and that would be also super helpful to have as well. I can get rid of this stinger protein that's been clogging up my inventory. from all the spiders that I've been dealing with. Awful. Okay, and dealing with that real fast. Okay, and biomass from wood. Make some biofuel, see if we can do some of that really quickly and gather up some mycelia. Nope. All right. Yes. 21 mycelia. Yeah, that'll work. That will play. Just because I don't want to waste this. This is one of the few places where it exists on the map, and I don't want to squander the opportunity to collect a bunch of it, so I don't have to deal with it later. Or I have more of it available to me later, I should say. 2. Be sure to not grab it. That's super helpful, I've been told. Okay. 23. I'll take it. And 13. 9. $120. Callie, should I pop the hard drive that I'm holding? Or should I just let it be for a minute? Do it? All right. I shall. You're right. You're so right. So I'll make some more biofuel. Cycle the rest of this wood out that I don't need, and then yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I'm getting the sense, and I may be like overestimating here, but I'm getting the sense that I'm gonna have to kind of pave over all this in here, just so I can have like a flat surface for the truck to drive on, which I'm not overly looking forward to. Because trucks drive kind of like your grandmother after a very exciting and very full meal late at night, which is to say poorly. 27, 26. Okay. Stop it. Stop. Hate. Go away. You're not wanted here. You bastard. Ooh. I actually really quickly want to do the mycelia research so that I can get another inventory slot. I don't have the ability to do that right now. Hold, please. Yeah, I can get another inventory slot, and I think I can get more backpack space as well, if I had to guess. Make some fabric out of this mycelia real quick and go from there. Oh, I won't be able to do it though because of the hard drive. Oops. Yeah, unfortunately. Another tool belt spot. I can get the parachute too. Or I can get gas Noblisk. Also exciting. But first, I think explosive resonance Noblisk. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's Mycelia and it's the tool belt and the parachute would be good to have. Both of those. So I'll need 5 more for that. And after that, it's off to the races. Delete this, delete that. Come through here with the truck, I think. In which case, it's going to be one of these. We'll do one of these. We'll do. Ow. Huh. Please stop. Please stop. All right, we're gonna play this game. That's fine. We can play this game. I did ask you to stop. Thank you. Oh, that's cool though. Can I do the floor print here? Is that possible? Okay. Just wanting something that will give me the altitude that I'm looking for and kind of make it a little bit easier to navigate this. And of course I want to go a little bit faster than that, so kind of have to be a little bit clever about this. Yeah. We're gonna have to contend with some rocks here, which like will technically theoretically be fine. Oh, okay. Yep. Nope. I need to make these taller. Hard chef. I just need to make them a bit taller than they are currently. All right. So if I make this a double ramp like this, yeah. Do this twice. Be a nice gentle grade for the truck to drive over. That thing's gonna be a bit of a problem, but I can probably avoid it fairly easily. And you here, you. Still missing resources. Yikes. Okay. It's in wait for a second for that one. And kind of figure out what variety hour streaming looks like, which I have no idea. I think of the games that I have installed, I have like War Thunder and I have World of Tanks and I have Devil Dagger still. I have Jackbox games installed, I think. If I don't, that would be super fast to grab. I'm just trying to think of like what AAA titles or what things that people might want to watch on a Friday night would be around. But also I can continue just working on things that I've been working on in Satisfactory. That's also super an option. I don't know. Yo no sé. All right, yeah. We've been on for about an hour and a half or an hour and 15 right now. Yeah. Made some progress. Not as much as I would have liked. Yeah. I don't know. I would like to have made more progress by this point, but we got sidetracked with adventuring in my short attention span. That's okay. I don't know. Lots of thinking out loud here. I do need to go back and grab some of the concrete that I had just like kind of vibing in the train, which should be fairly straightforward to go run and grab, I think. Because I just want to get the tractor set up and ready. Okie dokers. Thanks, game. I didn't realize you couldn't do vertical angles like that. That's cool. That's fine. I just want to get the crystal quartz stuff online, do the belt work for that, and then get the circuit boards assembled and grooving. That would be super good to have kind of taken care of. Excuse me? Yeah. So... Oh, we went back through the other route. Right. Unfortunate. Can I edit the timetable from here? I don't think I can. Oh? I can edit the timetable from here. That's awesome. But is it going to actually be self-driving? It is now. We can actually watch how awful the self-driving train is for our power network too. And the hard drive just finished. A self-driving train, actually not as bad for our power network as I previously would have thought. I would have thought that it would have been just abysmal. Though I do wonder, can I grab it on the camera? There she is, way the hell out of there. That's really cool to see. I am so excited for when this world really gets like all of the automation going and like all of the self-driving trains, the tractors, watching all the trucks go in and out of places. That's gonna be super good. And there's the train. Give me the concrete. Thank you, sir. Very good. Righto. Ow. Right, ma'am. Huh. Which of these do I reroll? Because I think I reroll this one. And I take the inventory slots on the other one. Yeah, I think I take the inventory slots on the other one and reroll this one. Yep. Yepers. Other one, reroll. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. That's really pretty good. I think I'm going to take that one. Worth the reroll. And certainly not last, but certainly not least. Parachute time.
Parachute unlocked. Fix-It appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fix-It property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences. Improve descent efficiency by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
Huh. Neat. Thanks, Ada.
Tool belt expanded. The latest data indicates that the mycelia possess sentience. Don't worry, we have been given permission to harvest and repurpose their remains.
Permission granted by who? I'm starting to think Fix-It's not a good company. Who did they ask for consent to modify things like mycelia that might have sentience? Don't worry, permission's been granted. By who? By whom? One last thing I wanted to grab was actually the gas mask, so that I don't have to deal with the stinky fart rocks anymore, or as much anymore. It's also the next step to grabbing the hazmat suit. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm gonna grab the last of this real fast.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Mycelia fabric is highly absorbent, making it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer helmet. A pleasant pine scent is included. Gas filters require regular replacement for optimal safety.
Really? And of course it requires fabric. I don't want to deal with that right now, so I'm not going to. But instead, what I'm going to do is just hop back up here real quick and then go back. We're going to grab the truck and we're going to grab the pathing, which is going to be long, through the tunnel, from the tunnel, through the canyon there, up this hill, down this hill, and into that truck station over there. So once we do that, then I think that's where we call it Satisfactory for today. Not a super auspicious, not a super clean stream, but that's okay. Just had about a dozen crashes, and then yeah, it just took a second to get back on a rhythm. Of course, it was this particular part of the map that was causing me the issues. That's okay. Ow. Swap this in here. I have an extra tool belt spot. Right. That's awesome. Can I get my object scanner, actually, is a question? All right. Yeah. Just trying to clear the road here a little bit. Some of these rocks are destructible. Some of them are not. Oh, but I should probably get out of the blasting radius, right? Anyways. Hey guys. What's up? Huh. Stop it. Hmm. Can't really tell which ones are going to be destructible until you actually like sit down and try and blow them up, which is unfortunate. Though it does kind of make some sense that you wouldn't be able to like deconstruct a rock. You have to kind of experiment as far as like what will detonate and what will not. But that's okay. I don't mind doing this. Well, too much. It's kind of one of the necessary things, unfortunately, but all right. Oh, that's a fun sight though. All right, what about this? No, this. Go back there, I think. And then we'll take it downward on the ramp. Bang. Bang. Boogie. Yep. All right. Alrighty. Time for the magic. I wonder how the physics treats that particular instance of thing. Does that count that as being like suspended in the air, or does it count that as being like it's on the surface of the thing? I don't know. I'll give this some coal. Thank you. And we'll do the thing. I need to rework this a little bit because of how goofy trucks drive. Yeah. I already tell you that needs to be wider. Oops, daisies. Not that big a deal. All right. And off we go. With no headlights. Fun. See if I can do this cleanly at all. Here's hoping. Don't drift the truck. Trucks are so dumb. Why are they so dumb? Good question. Devs, why are the trucks so dumb? Go back and clean this up badly. Jesus. Okay. Pick over every rock that it possibly could have an issue, it does. Even the smaller ones. Honk honk beep beep. All right. Drift. Yeah, all the vehicles do. Okay. Come on. Don't do this to me. Why? No. No. Don't let me be stuck here, please. For real? Please? Oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me. That sucks so much. It's fine. It's fine. I can potentially finagle a way out of this. Wait. This isn't detonatable, is it? I hate so much of this moment. So much of this moment I hate. Come on. Hey, Gary. You were of no help to me there with your long ass arms. You could have picked up this truck and just moved it. Would have been fine. All right, you are unload. So I will do. Can I unload? You unload cargo? Yeah, there we go. Fabulous. There's actually like a whole animation that plays in the truck stations, which is lovely. And I have to wait until it clears that little progress bar in the bottom right. Now that it has, I can continue on my mission. I'm gonna clean up those nodes because, like, God, that was awful. All right. And we'll go about 100 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour about down the hill. Try not to drift too bad. There we go. And we're following basically the same path that we took. Get back to the beginning of the thing. And I still have no headlights. Why? Why no headlights? Whee! Nice little bump, I guess, in the air. Bump. Satisfactory, why you do this to me? How to fix getting high centered? Nice. Thank you, Callie. Oh, come on. This isn't close the loop, bro? Okay. I guess that's fine. I guess we can try that. Yeah, no, I have to line up on the flag, which is big dumb. And the second that I do, it'll immediately play like a little animation for it. I need to rework part of my key map to be a little bit more. There you go. I have to rework a little bit of my key map to make that a little bit more. That's what I'm looking for. A little bit more accurate, because otherwise it's just not. Are you gonna do the thing? All right, you go now. We'll say we'll wait for 15 seconds here. I shouldn't have to, actually. I should be able to just like walk away from it and it should automatically go. But I will save the path at, yep, there it is. Crystal All Quartz Cave northeast. And save. The pathing is specific per vehicle type. So for trucks, you can load any path that has been built by a truck. You cannot build or load any path that has been pulled by a tractor, and vice versa with the Explorer and also the factory cart, because those are all three. All three of those are vehicles that can have paths. I am gonna just walk away from this guy because I think the node may have been messed up a little bit. Question marks. But also, if I take him along the path further, then it should just continue driving, just like that. See? Nope. And I'll get trampled by said vehicle. As if it were fucking nothing to him. Wait, come back here. Whee! Boom. Wait, come back. Boom. Anytime you collide with the vehicle, it'll do that. And also, when in the event of things like this, the nodes and the way that the splines work will actually help with allowing for the vehicle to continue its pathing, kind of independent of what else it might run into. So like there's a node in the air there, it will hit that particular spot. Delete. Yes. All right, so it'll just proceed along the spline. So if I were to throw a wall in the way of one of those splines, it would wait for a minute. It would like hesitate. It would struggle with it for a second, kind of to the point. I'm gonna put up a brief blockade of sorts here. So it'll have a challenge. It'll have a time trying to deal with that. And once it's rendered or realized that it's had some space to deal with that, it will kind of try and ghost around it, or I guess it'll just go around it. Yeah, that's right. It'll just go around the thing, and then it'll try to get back on the path. Oh, yep, there we go. It'll ghost and go back on the path. Trucks, tractors, factory carts, explorers, even the cyber wagon, all those things will do that. Anything that can take a vehicle path like that will do that every single time it runs into an issue. If it gets blown off the path, or if it gets knocked off the path, or whatever the hell the thing is that causes a divergence in the pathing, it'll go into a ghost mode of sorts and then try and correct the error or the mistake and then go about its business. And it's really been super helpful compared to the way that they started this game and the way that trucks used to work, because it was awful. It was like genuinely awful. It was one of the most hostile user features, and like not for nothing, but trucks, tractors were one of the bigger memes of the early game, of like the game early on, just because of how unreliable and unuseful they were. Trains were only ever like the gold standard when it came to automation, because you put them on the track and they just go. They didn't give a rat's A about anything, including like what they were potentially running into, including other trains. And like, it was lovely not having to deal with it. but not so anymore. So we're gonna do the last of this belt work, and yeah, we'll get some silica online, and then once we have the silica, we can take it into the assemblers and make some circuit boards. And then I think after that point is where we'll kind of call the stream for right now until we start variety hour later in the evening. Is the thoughts. Papa, are you already going in the right direction? You are, but you're the wrong belt type. Alright. You are fine. I need to get rid of you. Redo all of this. Okay. And back here. I think I might have run into the end of the Spotify playlist. JK. I lied. Okay. I think from here and here. No, I lied. Here and here. Center of the line, right? We'll go with Mark 3 here. Gotta fix this guy. Definitely made that the wrong place. Facing the absolute wrong direction. All right. And Mark 3, Mark 1, Mark 1. Mark 3, Mark 3. Yep. Basically just copying the same idea and thought process behind the other ones, but we have to do significantly less of them. It's only 8 here instead of what, 12 on the other side. So it should go a little bit faster, not by much, just 33% faster. Assuming I don't make any egregious mistakes, but it's assuming a lot, to be honest with you. All right, off to a pretty decent start now. Okay. I want these go in the same direction roughly as was before. And a thing I realized that I could do earlier, that because I have infinite nudge now, I can just kind of put them on the right line, not move myself, wait until they line up down there, and like I know that they're in the right place. I can just continuously do this the entire time and give you the most riveting gameplay experience of your life. It actually did make it go a little bit faster on the first round. And I need this to be a Mark 4 actually. Mark 1. Mark 3. Oop. Okay. Whoa. 1. Whoa. Mark 1. Mark 1. And from here, I just need the Mark 3. Oh, okay. There, apparently. And then here to there. Straight. Thank you. Yeah. Why is that different? That's strange. Alright, this should be closer, yes. And I'll have this run underneath the copper alongside the underside of the base, or underside of the structure. Do conveyor lift Mark 3. Conveyor lift Mark 3. Move down one more than that. There. And then do a Mark 2. Alright, and hello? Thank you. Yeah, it's fine. Huh. I'm having a time. Do conveyor poles instead, because that seems like it's easier for my brain to understand. All right, and we'll go with Mark 3. Mark 3. Players in the way. Get me the hell out of the way. We'll go to there. And then from there, we should be able to do that and kind of traverse the space. Okay. All right. And it's just a matter of getting it down the hill to here. It shouldn't be that hard. It won't be like the cleanest thing I've ever done, mind you, but it will be at least fairly simple and straightforward. Off like this. All right, and then I'm gonna absolutely relocate the power pole. That needs to move at some point or another. Gary. 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 Friend. Gary. You got a nice butt. Thank you for moving it. You monster. Alright. Well, we're going to find out how well this is going to work. Here in a second. Whoa. No, thank you. That should be much cleaner. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. All right, and once we go in here, we should be able to see the quartz come in, go out, and or like go into the system and into these constructors and put out a bunch of silica. Should be pretty straightforward. It should be pretty quick. It won't be like the fastest thing in the world, but it will be very very straightforward. All right, 1 second. And there we go. There's some silica already happening. Just need to connect the rest of the line. And with this, we're looking for 37.5 out of 22.5. So 37.5 times 12 is, last I checked, it would be 600. We should have 2 lines of 300 here, which actually should be marked 4. Now I'm thinking about it. Oop. And I never actually went back and upgraded this side of the belt. So these machines will fill up with silica and should be pretty groovy. So let's do one of these real fast. Thank you for your service, friends. And we'll bring the silica along in this little channel here and see how quickly it dumps out. If I had to guess, it will be pretty close to the money. I'm fairly good at math at times. It does happen occasionally. But, you know. We'll double check our math. We'll make sure. We'll do straight through to here. And I'll do straight through to here. Now go to there. And there. Alright, and now for the main show, we check with the conveyor throughput monitor for a nice fancy visual as to what's actually happening here. And if I get this just right, I should be able to see both of them at the same time. 480? No way. There's no way. So I should have 16 machines there. So it should be, yeah, okay. That seems more like it. 448 on there, on the side there. This one's only going at 480 because it's starting to get, like it was getting all of the backlog from the machine internal inventory. But now that that's kind of like petered out, we're averaging about 400 a minute now. Looks like, so we got, let's hide our hands here. 360 and 390 right now. 350 and 389 should be going back up to 400 or there about 300. We should be looking at about 300 a side. If I did my math right. Big if. How you doing? All right, we had any drop frames recently? Nope. Cool. Coming in at about 2 hours on the stream. It'll be nice to get this wrapped up and buttoned up. So, whoa, excuse me? What's going on here, gang? What's the problem? I see. That makes sense. That would explain why we're getting half of what we needed. We have half of the system unplugged. Because we have to fix one thing real fast. But yeah. Okay. Yep. We gotta make sure it goes to the right place though. Jesus. Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark... Nope. That's Mark 3. Cool. Already upgraded those. Cool. So, theoretically, theoretically, we should be seeing 300 per minute on one side and 300 on the other side. Let's see what the monitors say. How are we averaging out over here? I think we're getting into around the 300 per minute territory. This one on the left is starting to pick up slowly. 205, inching up to 212, going up to 219. Let that spin for a bit. How many tickets do we have is a question. 12. Whoa. Nice. All right. So then a question becomes, if I need for these to be the alternate silicon circuit board, I need 27 per minute. I need 90 a belt. So let's just go ahead and copy and paste some of these settings here. They should all be on the same power line each side. So I'll just need one power node in the center there. Or not power node, but like one power pole, I guess, with power nodes. But man, that's cool to see. And I'll have to figure out how to get the rest of these, the last little bit of copper over here. I have an idea, but it's going to be kind of gnarly. 298, 297. That says good enough to me. Good enough for government work. Nope. Thank you. All right, so we have the silica over here that is going to sit in the middle of things. I'm going to have to find a way to combine the other copper as it gets produced into the other lines, which means a merger of some kind. So that's a good question. Where does that happen? All right, and how should I go about it? I don't know how to answer that question. Genuinely not sure. These are just ever so slightly off center. But if I build a line here, I build another one, like let's say here. I build another one in the middle of that there. Can I get the Mark III conveyor lift? Nope, not cleanly. What about the end of the line? Is that at all a possibility? Stop it. Go. Trying to be too fancy with it. This is the input here, so I want to reverse this. No, I want to keep that the way it is. I'm gonna want to reverse this one. And I think I can have the 2 lines suspended from the ceiling, just the continuation of the other 2 lines. Make sure I get the full input of the belt on me, or about me, I guess, question marks. Splitter. Nope, not the right way. Wow. Goodness gracious. Okay. Splitter here and there and there. I need this to be marked. Been playing for 2 hours? No way. Silly. All right. Okay. We're gonna have to get a little inventive with how we do belt work here. Well, maybe not as inventive as I'm thinking we need to be. Since we have this, and we have this. Go to about there. How far can we go over? Really? Take it over there. Like that. Okay. Go there. Go there. Go. No. You know what? Fine. I don't need to do this. I should do it the other way around. Since the input's from this side anyways, might as well do that and not disconnect the power on it. Do a splitter here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dude, place it in the right place the first time. Stop with this. Check yourself, please. Okay. You should be able to go like directly to there. And you actually should be able to go like there to there, no problem. Rad. Okay, so that solves that problem pretty quickly. That's not at all solving that problem. Yeah. What? Mm-hmm. Picked the wrong belt. Lovely. Hate. Hate. Hatred. Hatred in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my body, in my everything. I want to scream. Okay. But anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, once Mark 3 lift here is actually where I want Mark 3 lift. Nope. Put it in the right place the first time. Okay. Three. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. No, please tell me no. If I have to go back and replace a bunch of lines of copper into other lines of copper, I'm gonna be big mad. Which it looks like I might have to anyway. That's fun. Lovely. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay. See what I can do to unmess this up. Alright, you go here and there, and then you finish your journey over there. You and you. Pretty straightforward. Okay. But, oh yeah, this is all full of copper. Sheet. Lovely. Lovely. It's not meant to be full of copper sheet. It's meant to be full of copper ingot. Why is it full of copper sheet? I'll never be able to tell you. But I think theoretically, should be okay. In fact, yeah, I'm good. I don't really care about the last output of the belt at this moment. In fact, I don't think I could be paid to care enough about that. So I'm just going to ignore it and not think about it. And thank the heavens that I didn't actually shoot myself quite as hard in the foot as I thought I did. That's pretty cool. In which case, yeah, there we go. Copper sheet. Lovely. All right, now, how to go about doing this is a question. All right. These are going left. Yeah. Okay. So then these should go back right? Question marks. And I did make this so that it could be pretty easily reversible. But I don't know how to go about doing this the best way possible. Let me think about this real fast. So I have 270 copper sheets coming in from one side and 30 from the other. And I have 300 silica per line. And there's 2 of those. So I have 4 in total that I have to deal with and kind of combine. How best to go about doing this? All right, yeah, got it. just have to reverse the flow of these feed lines here. I lie. I have to reverse the splitters too. Cool. Cool. So cool. I thought I could get away with doing a lot less work than I actually have to do, and I have to do a lot more work than I thought I did. That's cool. Lovely. Lovely. All right. Splitter, come here. Thank you. Yeah. And then, yeah. Yeah. There's a mergers. One of these days, I will get this correct on the first go round, but it is not this day. Can I do this? Is that a thing? Sure seems like it. Here's hoping. Yeah, the thought is that by reversing the flow, having these go this way from left to right instead of right to left like they were, I can pretty easily take this to a conveyor lifts, and from there yank them up into the ceiling and finish out the last of the line, because I think I'll have more than enough for... I'll have more resources per minute than I need for these 12 assemblers. Because 12 times 22.5 is not even 300. So like I'm good. I'm good on the resources that I have available to me. It's just I have to do a bunch of happy horse shit to make sure that I can utilize them properly. All right, and 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Grab a splitter. Grab a splitter. All right, so I need to come from that direction. That direction. Delete all the splitters that are applied here. Grab this one and splitter. But I hardly know her. Splitter. 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 Okay. This and 3 belts. 'Cause I don't need anything more than 270. So I'm actually overbuilding here for what I need. And that's kind of okay. It's fine. The idea is that eventually I can overclock these into this shape and size that I need them to be. And if I've overbuilt this, if I have overbuilt it for what is effectively going to be twice the resources, then I am going to be golden. I think. How do I want to do this? And I don't really have an answer for in this moment. God, I hate that. That's nasty. But you know what? If it works, it works. If it's stupid and it works, it is not stupid. By virtue of having a little bit more space here, I am not proud of everything I do. By virtue of having more space, and I do really want to fix this and make it like not quite as nasty to look at. but I don't know how to deal with that in this moment. I mostly wanted to be done with this. Where? Vehicle's deadlocked. Why are they deadlocked? Alright, time to investigate. Pardon me for a moment. I will be right back for you all. See what is going on with the trucks. Why are for deadlock? Train, I know why. Train makes sense. Train ain't got no other way to go. But tractor, truck, you have not an excuse. Not a single one. Are y'all just facing each other? Is that what's happening? Y'all are so cute when you're this dumb. So cute. Welcome to the Mexican standoff. Get out of here. Good boy. Oh, that's my good boy. Where you going? Yes? Final answer? You good? Are you good? Why is there a... No. Incorrect. These vehicles wait for no man. Hey, Gary. Alrighty then. Oh, I forgot there were awesome things in the way. Oopsie. Alright, and then I need to pull a power node to about there. Not there. Bad spot. Not at all what I wanted. I wanted this to go up to about like here. And then from here, we can go into... Oh, right. I forgot that I did that. That's fun. That's a nice little cheat that I've done before, is just kind of making sure that I can get things in the space that they need to be in. How to do belt work is a question. I definitely want the mergers on the ground, I think. In which case I keep one this way, I think. That's one, and the other one goes like about... Wait, what? In hell? I don't need them split, I just need a merger. That's one. Other one should be pretty straightforward. Two. Okay, yeah, I think this the quartz, the silica goes upward. W for upward. Boy. Oi. Oi. And then the furthest one goes the furthest distance. Wow, I really hate that. I chose a whole hell of a headache, didn't I? Could I have you go over there? Is that any better? That's somewhat better. Not really that much better. I have said this before and it bears kind of repeating here, but I am not proud of everything that I do. Okay. You. Okay. Why? No. And I think the furthest one goes in here. I'll have to space these out more. That's, I can fix that off. I can fix it off. Yeah, that's not nearly as interesting or fun to watch. It's much more finicky and much more like nonsense. In the interest of time and respecting yours and mine, I'm going to spin this up though and have things come out from whence they were. Again? Gang? We're doing this again? Timmy and Tommy are dumb as hell. I again have to thank Mr. Kibitz, Mr. I'm Kibitz, for the incredible music that he produces. It is continued to be a wonderful thing. I have just kind of on in the background, and the fact that he does it for people royalty free is incredible. I would be happy to pay royalties to him for the use of his music, but I definitely owe him at least a shred of credit for both the music and for the inspiration to do crazy, silly things in Satisfactory, in this game in particular. Seeing his creations is always a bright spot in my day. In fact, I saw him streaming earlier, and you heard some of his audio. The man's very good at what he does and produces some really high value, high dollar, high energy videos, much higher and better quality than I can ever hope to, and that is okay. I'm just a simple little bean doing simple little bean things. All right, have we do good. Okay, rad. So that's gonna start pumping things out slowly. That is going to require me to do one of these. I'll put this there. I will. I will get there. It's just Gibbs is there now, and I am not, and that is okay. I'm recognizing where I am needing some room for improvement, or have some room for improvement, not needing room for improvement. Christ. Could you imagine if that was like the thought process that the world broadly had, was like, here, you need some room for improvement, not you have some room for improvement? Like, can you imagine how much different the world would be? I'm having a hard time believing that one or understanding it. How to bring down circuit boards. Let's get through it. Alright, yep, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a silly thing here. We're gonna do a silly thing here. Merger here. Merger here. And we'll do a Mark II, because it's probably gonna be, it'll be more than 60 but less than 120 that we're making. You go here, and You go there. Why are we not making with the happy? Hello? Hello? Wait, what? This is why I didn't want to do it this way. But alas, I have, or I am a silly bean who does silly bean things. Not proud of everything I do, but I do it, and that is okay. This is purely a proof of concept. I just want to get this off the ground and call it quits on this, because staring at these circuit boards and the lines here have been slowly but surely driving me absolutely insane, as evidenced. All right, and hey, we're producing circuit boards now. That's rad. Love that. Probably a more graceful way for me to have done that. Hello? Why are we not doing circuit boards things? Hello? I see. Yeah, you're so right. Again, silly bean things. Not proud of everything I do, but I do it. To that end, here's the thing that I've done. All right. Producing some circuit boards there at a rate of like a little more than 60 a minute on this side. Starting to spin up on this side, I think. Nope, I lied. We should be now, though. Gang. Oh, I just need to make these Mark III belts. I see. Yep. I bet these aren't even connected, are they? Yep, sure not. Oops. That one's on me. That was all me. It was entirely an operator error. That's my bad, y'all. Okay. 15 on this side and 68 on this side. Okay. I'll take 68. That's not bad. It's not like the most astounding or astonishing or like beautiful belt work in the world. And I'll more reasonably figure out what this actual shape of thing looks like. Especially once I know more about like where I'm going to have things. And I think ultimately I have these assemblers pushed forward just a bit to fill up the rest of the space and give myself the space for the logistics. As I'm not using the logistics floor for this particular build. But doing 66 per minute, not bad. Let's just see. How are we doing over here? 105, no. 42. It's gonna end up being about 70 per minute, I think. And I'll have to go back and re-navigate the trucks just to make sure that they're going the right angle and right direction, and they have a path that is not directly on top of the other. Yeah. But yeah, one of these is working perfectly. The other one, not so much. Why? All right. Tired of waiting. I had to guess it's probably because of a throughput issue somewhere along the line. Like there, for example. Or there. Or there. Yep. All right. So that was what some of the slowdown was. And I love that I kneecap myself in that way. And that's, you know, part of the process. It's part of the fun. This is like Tetris and or like Jenga and or a bunch of other like very silly figured out games. Problem solving games. Figure it out game. Problem solving is what they're called. Anyways, problem solving games that I find to be very, very fun and interesting. I like Factorio, I like Oxygen Not Included, I like several games in that nature, or in that realm of gaming. Automation, Timberborn actually went on sale recently and was a super interesting title to me, watching other people play through it on like Let's Plays and everything, and like I really have been considering picking it up to stream it. Yeah. Goodness, that's ugly as hell. Okay. All right. So now that we've done that, how are we doing now? 71. All right. You 80. Nice. 74. 72. All right. You know what? I will take it. I have every confidence that it's just going to continue to spin up and be that much faster. Working at 80% efficiency there. We're working at 100% there. What'll be about here? It'll be about 70. Yikes, 70%. Well, that'll explain why I was having so many, like some throughput issues there and not getting like the full 75 that I was expecting. But we seem to have corrected that problem. Quite a bit, actually. Still got 13 tickets. Already had. But yeah, I'll come back in a bit and clean out this little bit of a mess here, clean it up at least, and make sure that I can throw a few more assemblers in here, potentially take more advantage of the silica and copper sheet that we have, and see if we can't get this number to be significantly higher. We do have a lot of silica to work with. We do have a lot of copper sheet to work with. So there's plenty of space in here to try and make that more of a reality and see if we can make, you know, this front part be more manufacturers for when we get plastic brought in for computers. But that's a pretty solid start to this little building here. Not a huge amount of resources involved. A lot of copper, it's a lot of quartz, but I think that's a pretty solid place to end the episode here. So, or the stream here. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm thinking that it'll be variety hour here soon, and we'll pick up from there. But you know, until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening, great rest of your night. Be cool, be kind, be excellent to each other, be healthy, whoever you are. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. But yeah, until then, I'm Faye Fox. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Cheers. Bye.